What is up, guys? My name is Eric and I want to welcome you to a total body DynaBell workout. Now this workout is under the equipment needed section. I have a 10-pound DynaBell as my lightweight, and then in the corner of my mat over here I have a 30-pound DynaBell as my heavyweight. Ideally you have a heavy and a lightweight. You can get away with using just one weight, a dumbbell or a backpack, something to modify the movement. We're gonna show and do the workout with a DynaBell. This is a follow along workout. I'm gonna give you options for each level we're gonna get after it. Starting with our lighter DynaBell. I'm gonna start with on the right hand. From here, I'm gonna take a big inhale and I'm gonna take a big exhale. Now I'm just gonna allow the weight to sink down, opening up my sideline. Then I'm gonna add the arm and the shoulder. I'm just gonna reach far as I can. And then I'll just take a big inhale, big exhale. I'm doing 5 reps here. Now it's important that I'm not allowing myself to arch. So I'm squeezing all this nice and tight, and then I'm allowing only the bend to happen in the side of my body. So this is a great way to prepare the body for overhead movements. It's a great way to get both the hips and the shoulders talking to each other. All right, I'm gonna do one more rep here. There's also some core strength from sitting up here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch sides, and then I'm just going to switch over to the other side. You may notice that you have one side a little bit tighter than the other. That's the side you want to focus on. Spend some time there. At the bottom of the movement, take an extra breath. If you need a little more, you can also extend the legs out just a little bit. That makes it the range a little bit further. I believe that's 4. I'm gonna do one more. 5. So that's the lateral side bend, and we're gonna use the load to help us out. So I'm gonna take a big inhale, big exhale, and I'm just gonna round my shoulders over, all the way down until I'm touching the ground. And then I'm gonna press into the legs. And I'm gonna round and take it all the way back up to the start position, and then repeat. So I'm just trying to go one vertebrae at a time. Then I tap in the hamstrings at the bottom. Then I open at the top. Start by rounding the chin, slowly lowering. I like to keep my feet just outside the shoulder width and try to get my DynaBell to finish in between my hands. You'll be able to tell in the top right hand corner there is a scaled version, so a modified version, and then there's also an option for a more advanced version. Alright, so that's about 5 reps. I'm going to do a straddle. So I open up my legs nice and wide. This time I'm going to focus on keeping my back flat. Last time I was doing a round back movement, this time flat back. So I'm going to press my hips back, I'm going to keep my legs nice and straight, and I'm only going to go as low as I can with a flat back. So that's 2, 3. You always have the option here of bending the knees a little bit. That'll help you keep your back flat. That is A-okay. All right, and I believe that is 5. Back over, movement number 1. Extending and reaching. So on set number 1, we're gonna do about 5 reps each side. And I'm gonna use a little bit lighter load. On set number 2, if I'm feeling good on any of these, I can scale it up or down. And I'm using set number 2 to see the improvement in my range. And so on this movement, I'm rounding the back and then I'm just lowering down slowly. Good. After about 5 reps, I'm going to go to the straddle position, just focusing on keeping my back nice and flat. So after this, we're going to get into the work section. We have 3 movements. So let's give you a quick breakdown of those 3 movements. Starting with movement number 1, which is the front squat. On this one, I like to use a little bit more load. So I'm going to come over and I'm going to grab my heavier weight. I'm going to hold from the blue handles and I'm going to bring the weight to a front rack, resting on my shoulders here. Go just outside of shoulder width. I'm going to drive my knees out. I'm going to drive my hips back and I'm going to drive my elbows up. And then I'm going to perform my squat and then come right back to the start position. Now it's important, especially because we have a little bit of load, that I only go as low as I can with a flat spine. So if that means I'm rounding in my spine, I went too far. So keep the spine nice and tall. If I need more, I have the option of doing this one-sided. So if I go one-armed and then for my front squat,
just by switching the load from one side of the body to the other,
will really activate the core and have you working harder on one side. Definitely more challenging. You can obviously do this with your lighter load. And another option is that front rack position really forces you to open up the elbows. So bringing the weight down here will definitely make the movement a little bit easier. All right, that's movement number 1. Movement number 2, I'm gonna stick with the heavy weight. We got the long-legged bent over row. So I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna get into a long lunge like this. Now, option number 1, you're taking the knee and you're using that as a support. Now this is a little bit more difficult. If you come back and you use a chair, a couch, something to support your hand, it'll become a little bit easier. So choose an option that works for you. From here, I'm gonna work on bringing the weight up to my chest and then lowering down slow. So I gotta pinch my shoulder blade, touch my chest, pause, and then lower back down slowly. So that's movement number 2. Movement number 3, I'm gonna use the smaller weight for this one. We have the archer push-up progression. So on this archer push-up progression, I'm gonna take one hand, I'm gonna turn it out to the side. Option 1, I'm gonna do this kneeling. From here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to reach this weight forward, and then I'm gonna do a push-up. And then I'm gonna come right back up. Reach, come right back up. I like to modify this movement using pillows. You can shorten up the range that you're using or that you're performing with a pillow. So if I put 2 pillows down, I'm only doing about half of a push-up. Make sure you're keeping this elbow tucked in nice and tight. All right, you always have the option, obviously, to jump up into a full archer push-up where you got the leg extended out. Much more difficult. Now, this is gonna be 1 minute of movement. Got that timer set up. I got movement number 1, front squat. Starting off, pressing the hips back, drive overhead. That's making sure that I'm giving good posture throughout the movement. Another thing to think about is keeping the heels nice and flat as you're performing this movement. So again, you're only going as low as you can with flat heels and a tall spine. Now something to think about, because we're going to be moving for an entire minute here, is tempo. I want you just to try to do as many squats as you can. I want you to try to do as many quality squats as possible. So think about lowering for 4, 3, 2, 1, pausing, and then standing right back up. 4, 3, 2, 1, pausing, and then standing back up. That's what's going to equal you getting stronger. All right, and that is movement number 1. Whew. Okay, I'm sticking with a heavy weight. Come on, coach. Another option here, if you want to make this a little bit easier, you can start a little bit more upright if you hold on to this blue handle. So if I hold on to this blue handle, it's definitely going to be shorter range of motion. But ideally, I want to be a little bit more horizontal to the ground. And on this one, I'm going to do about 30 seconds on the right side. So I'm going to shoot for 6 reps. 4, and about 10 more seconds before we got to switch sides. And woo, bonus rep. So now we just switch over to the other side. Again, you always have the option of using something like a chair, a bench, whatever you have to support yourself other than yourself. 10 more seconds, guys. Again, I try to pause when I get the weight up to the top. Lower down slow. 3, 2, and 1. We got the third movement, which is the archer push-up. Again, I like to switch over to a little bit lighter weight here. Just gonna come over, back of the mat. I'm gonna start kneeling. I'm gonna do a couple reps. Actually, I'm gonna do my first couple reps fully extended. Watch this, I can slide it back in. And I can only do a half rep. So I slide out, lower down, use my knees, slide back up. All right, that's about 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up to the other side and reach it. See how I keep the elbow pinned close to the body? That's the key. Long reach to the other arm. I shouldn't have a lot of weight in this arm. The shoulder should not hurt. I'll do a full one. My little bit stronger side. You definitely feel the difference. But I'm doing my best. I got another rep in me. And that's time. All right. We're ready to do one rep. Right back to the beginning. Got the front squat. 3, 2, 1. So I'm feeling good. I'm gonna step this up a level. I'm just gonna work on my single arm. Now it's much tougher to stabilize through the trunk. So I'm squeezing through here, not letting myself rotate, keeping that elbow in. Okay, one more. Awesome. So if you're doing this harder version, you want to switch every 30 seconds. Or just switch every 3 reps and go for a minute. Whatever works for you. I use this other arm for balance and drive up through that elbow. Even though it's only one elbow, I still drive. 10 seconds. All right, I'm getting tired. Go center, a little bit lighter, and an extra rep or 2. So that's the key, using progression to help you out. I like these rows. One of my favorite moves. All right, bent over, tall chest. Make sure there's a long line from my head all the way down to my toes. Keep this heel turned down, and then pause. So, if you're looking for long, lean muscle, I'm gonna do a little bit more reps here. If you're trying to get some mass, you wanna slow down. You wanna try to pause and make every rep count. And only do about 6 to 8 each side. So that's my halfway point. Go ahead and switch sides. This side next. Alright. I don't even know where I am. Who are you? So again, chest is tall, pausing at the top, slow lowers. Make each rep count, or you can bang it out. It's all you. You decide. Alright, good news. On to the push-up. We're done with that. I'll need you in a second, big guy. So, alright, this one, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna be kneeling the whole time. Keep the core braced. Elbow close to the body. Reach forward. Simple man. Let's go. 10 seconds on this side. I changed my focus this time. I'm trying to get lots of reps. The blood pumping. Alright, that's 30. Switching sides. Elbow stays close to the body. Long reach. Again, if you're getting pain in this arm, you're not putting enough load on this side. About 15 seconds. I'm feeling those full reps from the last round. Stay with me, guys. 3, 2, and 1. 2 rounds in the book. We're gonna keep moving. We got one more round coming at you. We got the front squat in the house. So we're not gonna talk too much this round because we know what to do. All we're gonna do is we're gonna move. We're just finding a nice, slow lower. Pausing, slowing back up. I can feel the burn in my arms now from those push-ups. And having to support this weight in this front squat. Good stuff, total body. A little bit of everything. For everyone. Got about 20 seconds left. Stay with me. Woo! 10 seconds. I'm gonna face the timer so I know I can finish. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Woo! On to the row. I think I'm gonna take it easy this round. This is the 3rd set. I can feel the grind. So notice I'm a little more upright, but I'm still trying to pull to my waist or my belly button. And I'm rotating as I pull. 10 seconds where we switch sides. So this round, I'm just working through the fatigue. If your form gets sloppy, take a little break, hit pause. If you're feeling good, I want you to keep moving. Choose a move that allows you to keep moving. Rotation. Give me 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh man! Alright guys, so we made it through the work section. Now we're gonna get after the finisher. The interval for this one, a little bit shorter, 45 seconds worth of work. We're gonna move or rest for 15 seconds in between each set. There's 3 moves. The first move, I'm gonna use my lighter load. I'm gonna grab on the blue handles. I'm gonna squat. I'm gonna make a full halo circle. Squat, go the opposite side. Don't bop yourself in the head. Pro tip number 1. The second movement is gonna be the DynaBell swing. I would recommend using the lighter load here. We're just trying to go for intensity now. So I'm gonna hinge at the hips, allow the weight to explode as I stand up. I'm not doing anything with the arms here. I'm just exploding and keeping my back flat. It's all coming from the hips. This is one that you can use a little bit heavier weight on. Number 3, I'm gonna set the weight down in the center. And I'm gonna do a DynaBell hop. So I'm just gonna laterally jump, and like river hops, ninja hops, whatever you wanna call them. This time we're gonna target, so don't land on the DynaBell. We're gonna move 45 seconds, and we're gonna do 3 sets of this. Got that timer set up. I got my light load. I'm gonna hold on to the blue handles. I'm gonna squat and hit my rotation. And then I'll stand back up. So I gotta control this, but there's a lot of mobility in keeping my elbows tight as I bring the weight all the way around. And repeat. I'm also switching sides, right to left. Bonus, if you wanna stay low this whole time. Stay low, bring the weight all the way around, hover, repeat, and then just repeat. 10 more seconds, guys. Stay with me. These are not good hair days. Oh man, the burn. All right, luckily we got a 15-second break here. For round one, I'm gonna stick to the lighter load. That's just me. You can be on the heavier load now if you want. All right, we got the DynaBell hip swing. So think less arms, more hips. Allow the weight to just float back and forth as you press your hips as far back as possible. Keep your spine tall and just let the weight float forward and backwards. Press the hips back and explode from the bottom. Give me 15 more seconds. Tall chest. What I don't want to do, I want to avoid squatting. You can tell I don't get as much power that way. I'm just hinging. There's a slight knee bend, but not much. 3, 2, 1. Good news. Last move. We got the DynaBell hop over. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. So quiet landings, show control every time you land. Working that balance, building power, and also getting the heart rate up here. So as I find my center, I start working on getting a little bit longer, trying to add some distance. 20 seconds. Don't slow down now, guys. Let's go. 15 seconds. 10. Final stretch, guys. Let's go. 5. Soft landing and time. 1. Round down. All right. Tell you the truth, the lightweight felt good on all of those. I'm gonna stick with it. Squat, hit that wide circle. Stay low in the squat if you can. If not, have a little rest at the top and then squat back down and repeat. I don't think either is easy here. That's the point. Give me 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you have made it this far, my friends. Hip swings coming at you. Gotta breathe it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big hips. Explode back to the top. I just find a pace that works for me that allows me to move for 45 seconds. Not quite 100%. At about 85. 45 seconds is a long time. Especially for a dynamic movement like this hip swing. 10 seconds, guys. Stay with me. And alright. Oh man. Gonna put the weight down for a second. We're gonna start it again in 3, 2, 1. Big hops, guys. Trying to keep my landings silent. I don't have neighbors downstairs, but I like to pretend I do. If not, if this is hurting, feel free to always step over, get the knees over. We'll see that there's always an option for some of these dynamic movements that'll hang out in the top right hand corner here. Feel free to always choose that. You should feel better after this workout, not worse. 5, 3, 2, 1. 2 rounds. Oh, thank God, I almost said 1. 3 rounds, 1 to go. All right, guys. I believe I stick to this 10-pound weight. That's what works for me today. And like I said, this 3rd round, it's not time to talk anymore. It's just time to move. We're about halfway there. Keep the heels flat, spine tall, head upright, big circles in the shoulders. I'm feeling good now. Just gonna try to stay low the entire set. Find a pace that works for you. 3, 2, and time. Hip swings. I'm gonna go up and wait. I'm feeling good. If you stayed with a heavy weight and kept quality form this whole workout, I salute you. You are stronger than me. If you're not, focus on how high I can swing the kettlebell. Just changing back, sliding forward. Letting the weight do what it's gotta do. 20 seconds. Halfway there. Keep the shoulders back and down. Don't let the weight tug you down. Stay tall, even if you're tired. 5 seconds. Time. Woo! I'm gonna jump over the little one. We don't want a blooper reel on this last set. All right, 3, 2, 1. We move it. We move it. Can't believe it. The last move of the day. Pat yourself on the back and jump at the same time. 30 seconds left. Now, you know the moves. Try to add range, maybe a little bit of speed. 20 seconds. 15, big jump. 10 seconds. Come on, guys, leave it all on the table here. And time. All right, we got the cool down coming at you. I'm a pretty tight guy, so loaded stretching really has helped me get to the next level when it comes to my flexibility. That's what's awesome about this DynaBell, is that it rolls. So I'm gonna set up in a straddle, and I'm raised because I'm tight. Now if you're a little more flexible, don't hold yourself back because of me. I would just sit on the floor. That'll make this a little bit harder. Now what I wanna do is 5 rollouts with a flat back. So I'm just gonna roll, and I'm only gonna go as far as I can with the flat back. It helps have a goal in mind. I just kind of reach as far as I can. And then, let's see, this is 4 and 5. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a big inhale, big exhale, and I'm just gonna add roundness to the spine. And I'm just gonna hang out here. And I'm breathing. And then I'm gonna pick a side so I can roll over, and then I can work on twisting and reaching this arm. So I press into this bottom weight and then roll the chest up. Again, 2 breaths here. 1 for bonus. I'm just gonna roll over, hit the opposite side, and I push as far as I can, and then I open up the chest and use the weight to help me get into a better position. And that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that DynaBell total body. We'll see you guys for next session. Be sure to leave a comment below and let your friends know about it.